Hey guys, we're on the beach today doing some worming. We'll see if there's any worms there. I walked this beach the other day and there was a whole heap of worms popping their heads out. So hopefully they're still there and we can entice them to come up for the bait. We can grab a few for fishing. Looks like I'll have to do a voiceover for some parts of this video, considering the fact that it was too windy and the audio just didn't turn out right. The day started off overcast and there was a storm coming, so it was now or never. This was my first time trying my hand at worming, and I didn't think that worming would be so difficult, but it actually is. Now every time I tried to stick my hands in the sand to get the worms out, they'd pop back under. So there's definitely a technique to worming. Now what I do is I just bring some pillies with me and a stocking, just one leg of a stocking. I just put the pillies inside that stocking. I turn the stocking inside out and I put my hand in it to grab the pillies, like I'm doing so now, and I arrange the pillies with all the heads one way. I grab the pillies in one hand and I put the stocking over those pillies, and that way you've got a nice neat package there just for burling. You give them a squeeze once in a while just to let the scent through the water, and that's all there is to it.
It's kind of pretty hard with the water.
It's always best to worm on the low tide, so you give yourself about an hour either way. But once the tide starts turning and coming back in, it just makes it harder because those waves are washing over your worm constantly. You don't have much time to catch those worms. This is my son-in-law having a go. He's using a piece of pilly here because we couldn't get any more pippies, and I find it difficult to get the worms coming up because of the wave action. But they're keen, the worms are keen, but they're very finicky. As soon as he tries to catch one, they just go under. But he's been taught this technique by his father, so he knows a bit more about it than what I do. Don't dig him out. Don't dig him out. Wait. Don't pull too much. Excellent.
Big worm. Get a bucket?
Yeah, just put them in there. It's good work. He's caught one, but it just wouldn't come out of the sand. So what I'm trying to do here is dig the sand out so he can let go a little bit so he can pull the worm out. The problem was that worm did not want to come out. There we go, pull it very tight. I could feel the worm under his hands and it was as tight as a guitar string.
Nice. Yeah, broke off. There's your head of him.
By this stage the rain set in and the tide was coming up and the worms were getting harder to catch, so we decided to call it a day.
Well guys, I've been worming for about an hour. Worms popped their heads out and I just can't get them. My son-in-law got one, but I definitely need to practice worming. So anyway, we're having fun, the rain set in, and I think it's time to go home. So not much of a worming video, but it's a video anyway. Okay guys, thanks for subscribing, thanks for giving it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then.